My name's called Luke, and every day I will read you guys a short story. Hope you will like it. Tonight I will be reading Mog's Bad Thing. I hope you will like it. One day Mog was coming home to her garden. She had been on a mouse hunt all night, and she was very tired. Mog thought, I need a big sleep. But first she went round her garden to see if it was just as she left it. The grass was still there, the flowers were still there, the tree was still there, and so was her levity behind the tree. Mog thought, that's all right then. It was starting to rain, so she went into the house. Miss Bontes from the pet shop was there with Miss Thomas. He said, Hello, Mog. Hello, Mog. All ready for the cat show tomorrow. Debbie said, There's going to be a cat show in our garden, Mog, and who can be in it? What if it rains, said Nicky. All the cats will get wet. No, said Miss Bunce, because I am going to put up a big tent and the cat show will be inside it. Debbie said perhaps Mog will win a prize. Miss Thomas looked at Mog and Mog looked back at him. He said, well, you never know. Mog had her breakfast and went to have her big sleep. It was very big sleep. It was so big that she only woke up after Elias had gone to bed. Mog thought, now for another mouse hunt. But when she looked out, she had a terrible shock. Her garden had disappeared. The grass had disappeared. The flowers had disappeared. The trees had disappeared. And worst of all, so had her levity behind the tree. Instead, in the dark was a big white flappy floppy thing. The flappy floppy thing moved in the wind. It went flap, flap, flap. It went flap, flap, flap. With a loud flappy noise, Mog thought, I better run. Then she thought, but I want my levity. Suddenly, the flappy floppy thing flapped right at her. It nearly caught her nose. Mog ran. She ran back into her house. She ran through all the rooms in case the flappy floppy thing was coming after her. She thought, what should I do? What should I do? And then Mog did a bad thing. She did not mean to do it, but she did it. She did it in Miss Thomas's chair. Then she hid under the sofa where the flappy floppy thing couldn't get her. She was too upset to think anymore, so she went back to sleep. She woke up in the morning to a great noise. It was shouting noise, and Miss Thomas was doing the shouting. He shouted, Look, what that horrible cat has done in my chair. Where is that horrible cat? Just wait till I find her. Mog did not want Miss Thomas to find her. When no one was looking, she ran out from under the sofa and out of the room and to the very top of the house. She thought, no one will ever find me here. I'll stay here ever and ever, and I will never go downstairs again. She was very sad. But downstairs they were all too busy to think about Mog. Miss Bunce had come to get ready for the cat show. He fixed a hole in the tent where rain was coming through. Then he put out a table for the cats to sit on and chairs for the cat's people. Debbie said, "It's time, Mog. Get ready to..." Where is she? There was no time to go on looking for Mog because more cats were arriving. There was the Sammys from round the corner and Blackie from the high street and Ginger from the pepper shop and old Miss Bean, Tommy and Fluffy who had once bitten Mog's ear and Oscar who ate 3 tins of cat food every day and a whole lot of others. They all went into the big tent. The cats looked at each other and the cats people looked at each other and at each other cats. There was a prize for the most unusual cat in the show and everyone wondered which cat would win. A lot of people thought Fluffy was unusual. He's only unusual as an ear biter, said Nicky. Miss Bunce went around making notes. He could not make notes about Mog because she was not there, wherever she could be. Mog was getting bored with her hiding place. She looked out of the window. The flappy floppy thing had stopped flapping. It did not look so bad in daylight. And there was her tree. It was there. It was still there, Mog thought. I could jump down the flappy floppy thing and into my garden. Then she thought, but it might flap at me. Then she thought, shall I? Inside the tent, Miss Bonto finished making notes. He said, "It's time to choose the winner of the show. We can choose Barty, who has unusual eyes, or Oscar, who is unusual big, or Fluffy, who's unusual furry, or Min, who's unusual well and furry, or Miss Pessy, who has had a very unusual number of kittens." But something was wrong. Fluffy was getting wet. It was raining on Fluffy. It was raining inside the tent. "Oh dear," said Miss Bones. "It's another hole on the roof. The rain will come through." But then something more than rain come through. It was something furry. It was something stripy. Nicky shouted, "It's Mog!" "Well, I never," said Miss Barnes and the little dress. "I thought Mog might surprise us, but this beats everything." Mog tried to say something, but only a very small voice. "Come out, meow." Then Miss Bunce said, "In this show, we have seen some unusual cats, but none as unusual as Mog. She has flown through the air like a circus cat. She is an acrobat. She has amazed us all. I think the prize for the most unusual cat should go to Mog." Everybody clapped and cheered. Well, almost everyone. Mog got a very special prize and Miss Thomas got a certificate. They were very proud. Miss Thomas was so proud that he was no longer cross about his chair. And when everyone had gone home, Miss Bunce took his stand away and Mog's garden repaired. It was all there just as before. The grass was there, the flowers was there, the tree was there, and so was her levity behind the tree. She was very happy.